Today I want to show you a really easy, foolproof way to apply eyeshadow using a template that I found, and you can use any color palette that you want to achieve virtually any look that you're going for, whether it be dramatic, smoky, or just, natural and very, very subdued. I've had a lot of comments lately of people saying, well, I don't know how to put on makeup, or I just don't wear a lot of makeup. And this template works for the beginner, it works for the novice, the expert. It, like I said, it allows you to achieve any look that you want. One thing before I start, I'll talk about in a later tutorial is how to identify your eye shape. This will work for virtually any eye shape. You just may have to adjust some things depending on, like how deep set your eyes are. Dictates what color you put in your crease, how dark you go. How far apart or how close together your eyes are determines how far out you go. So, here's the template. It breaks your eye into 4 main areas. Okay, you have your lid, which is your inner lid, is you're going to put your lightest color. The middle portion of your lid, which is where you're going to put like an intermediate color, and the outer portion is where you're going to put a darker color. Then the 4th area is the crease, your natural crease where your eye crease is. You're going to put like a transition color, which depending on what look you're going for is typically kind of like the middle ground between your eye and your brow line. Obviously when you do darker looks, you're going to do darker colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dramatic eye and a natural looking eye. The one thing that you want to make sure before you start is you have a clean blending brush. You're going to apply your makeup with one brush, and you're going to either clean that off really well and then blend after you apply the makeup, or you're going to have a designated clean blending brush because you want the colors to blend, not muddy. So I'm going to start with my light color, which is going to be Curious. Oh, and by the way, I have foundation and a little bit of primer on my eyelid, because the primer, it helps set the stage for the color. It helps the color kind of stick better and show up better. So the lighter color I'm going to put in the corner. And because I'm doing a dramatic eye, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the corner around my tear duct. Now my intermediate color is still a little bit dark. It is Glamorous, which is a matte purple. At this point, you're not going to do any blending. Now I'm going to do my crease. And remember, your crease, your eye shape is going to kind of determine how far over or up you do your crease. So you want to find your natural crease line, and you want to start putting makeup on right before you want it to stop, because when you blend it will go to that stop line. And one more thing, you don't want to have makeup, you have a lower lash line that meets your brow line. Makeup goes on this side, makeup does not go on this side, ever. So I'm going to put it in there, and then you kind of keep your eye open and just, let your eye guide where your crease is going to go. Okay, I've played around with what works best for me, and in my eye shape, a little bit smaller crease shading works best. So now I'm going to do a little bit of blending, and just kind of to add a little bit more drama, I'm going to add a highlighter just above this, just a little touch of the light Curious. And I'm going to, this would be like an evening look. You typically don't want to put glitter on your brow line unless you're really into like the 80s Cyndi Lauper thing. And I'm going to add a little bit of the light and bring it down to the bridge of my nose. Okay. So as you can see, the colors are applied, they're not blended. And I'm going to take my blending brush. I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to blend. You can do back and forth, or you can do circles. Depending on, I like circles because it helps pull colors. You're going to blend them all together. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to kind of pull it out and up. Right there. See, now it's all blended. Now I'm going to do my dark color, which is Devious, the shimmer black. And I'm going to put it in, some people call it the outer V. And then what I'm going to do is kind of connect the top and the bottom right here. And then take that line. If you get the outside, that's fine. You can either, take your makeup wipe and then kind of clean it up, or you can apply foundation over it after you're done. I'm going to take my clean shading brush and blend. I'm going to pull it in and up. I have a little bit of mascara left on from earlier today. There's my dramatic smoky eye. I'm going to use the same technique on the other side. Okay, so the colors obviously are going to be much more neutral. I clean my brushes here. Make sure I don't carry the dark colors over to my natural eye. Okay, so first I'm going to start with Vulnerable. It's a matte pink all over my lid. And what I love about this template is the versatility and the freedom of choice. If you want to do one color on your lid rather than 3, that's fine. You don't have to do 3. If you want to do 2, you can do 2. It's totally up to you. You can use any colors you want. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my brow color on. And this is Innocent. It's a matte white. Maybe just a little bit right here in the crease. Okay. Now for my crease color, I'm using Beautiful, which is kind of a medium brown. And remember, I'm just going to start in my crease and then let it guide me. Very light and gentle. Okay, there's the color. Now I'm going to, if you're wondering how I'm cleaning my brushes, basically I'm using the edge of the counter, and it's kind of like a flat surface. Doing that, it helps release the pigment from the brushes. Start at the brow, use circular motions. I'm going to work my way down to the crease. Kind of pulling up and out. There. Okay. And then for like a finishing touch, I'm going to use Infatuated. The dog is bothering the child. I'm going to use Infatuated as a liner. No. And I'm just going to take it the outer third of my eye. And then push it into the lash line here. And there you go. Easy peasy. Hope this helps. It has revolutionized the way that I apply makeup. I am now, or no longer afraid to use color. And if you can decipher a color wheel, you can match colors for eyeshadow. This is awesome. This has really been my saving grace when doing makeup. Thanks. I hope it helps you as much as it helps me.